Welcome, guys, back to another episode of BlockHash, exploring the blockchain. Doing these as much as possible in person now. Got a really great guest today, Santiago, CEO and founder of GiveMeFive, a Colombian company that is in the peer-to-peer lending space. Doing some awesome things. I'm going to let him kind of explain it a lot more. But before we get started with talking about that, Santiago, tell us and the audience a bit more about yourself and your story. How did you get started in the space and Web3 and kind of the line of work you're doing now?
Okay, first of all, thank you, Brandon, for giving me the space to talk to you and to all your audience. And actually, I give, or how do you say, excuse me, guys, because my bad English, but I will try to do my best. If not, I will say the things in Spanish, so I hope you guys understand. First of all, as Brandon said, my name is Santiago, and when people ask me what I do for life, I try to say that every day I try to cultivate peace. That's what I do for life. So that's how I wake up every morning. Try to cultivate peace and inner peace, and try to bring that up with all the relation that I have in the days. But entering in business, I had a great opportunity when I was in university to found my first company. It was in the textile sector, and I started there like a small business, and I had the opportunity to grow it, and now it's a big company in Colombia. We have there like more than 60 stores in the whole country, and we sell to other countries through online. One particular thing that I learned in all that process was the importance of culture in the company, and how culture can shape the behavior of all the persons, or all the employees. So I stayed there for about 15 years, and about 3 or 4 years ago, I went out to the company to help other companies go through the way of growing. Something important there that I have learned is the responsibility and responsibility and the power that has the companies to impact in a positive way in society. And even more down here in Latin America, that there is a lot of gaps, and the government, the state, doesn't cover all the gaps that we have. So the responsibility goes to the enterprise. So the decision we make will impact directly to our employees. So since I learned that, I have been obsessed a little bit with creating companies that has a real good impact in society and in the employees.
No, that's awesome. That's incredible. Is it something that's personal that makes you want to tackle this human aspect of what people kind of struggle with here in Colombia? Did you feel that you have maybe an experience, or you just want to help solve that issue in Colombia, or where's the inspiration coming from?
Well, actually, as I was telling you, in Colombia and in all Latin America, there is a lot of difference and a gap between high class and low class, and we must understand that responsibility, because every leader of a company, every CEO should understand that the people who he's leading are their responsibility. It's not only that you have to pay a check, it's you have to pay the check, but you also have to lead that person. And I used to say that companies are in some way taking the responsibility that used to how do you say, used to have church. You know, that is huge comparison. But if you go 20 years ago here in Colombia, the church will say like the way you have to live, everything, you know, like what time you have to wake up to pray, how you have to get dressed, what days are holidays, and that power because of the technology, the power is still like it's going a little bit down or a lot down, and now that responsibility comes to the companies. Corporations are now the one who are saying what time you wake up, what days you have to off, or what is your holiday, how can you dress. So when I understand that responsibility, it's like, man, it's a huge responsibility that I have to deal. So I have to create or involve in companies that believe in so and act in that way.
So with that mentality and with that, thought in mind, what you're trying to do, which is very noble and not a lot of companies I feel do, whether it's in Colombia or outside Colombia, it's very commendable to do that. Why do it the way you're doing it now with GiveMeFive in terms of getting into the realm of lending and credit, kind of into banking almost, giving people access to money? What was the thought process about going into that side of things?
Okay. Well, the first thing is that economy moves through two powers that are saving and credit. Those are not powers, forces. Those are the two forces that move any economy. And if you see in our countries, those forces are blocked because when you have saving and you put it in a bank, you're giving that power, the power of your saving, the power of your money to the bank. And they move it around and they earn the profits and they give you a little bit of it for this side. And the other force, the credit, it's here in Colombia, like you have to have money to get access to the credit. I mean, if you don't have money, like you won't get access. Yeah, it's very difficult. So a lot of people that don't get access to a financial credit have to go to an informal credits that I don't know if you guys are used to it, but it's like a financial slavery because you have to pay like 20% per day. It's like crazy. So the people that need the money don't have any other opportunity, so they get that type of credit, and it just won't pay it never, you know. So it's something illegal, but if you don't have any other way, they have to do it. So when we have grown in this, how do you say, like, help me out there, like in this entorno, I don't know how to say it.
Internal growth?
Yeah, I mean, I have grown in Colombia. I have been living here. I know, like, this is a huge problem. Well, two of the other founders were in Germany, and they saw this model. We didn't invite well, we didn't, how do you say, like, create it. But when they saw it there, we knew this could work very good down here. So that's how it start.
Yeah, it's a very interesting model. Why do you think that the P2P model, person to person, works for credit and for loans and for offering those types of financial services? What are the benefits of that?
Well, we have we are connecting two types of users. The one who have money, have savings, and the ones who need it. So for this side, if you have money and you use our platform to loan, you actually are. We are giving you the opportunity to become a bank. And as we all know, banking is like a good business and has been a very good business for a long time. So we are opening that opportunity with all the we create all the conditions so you can do it without worrying or even without worrying if the person doesn't pay because we have how do you say security that if the person that you loan the money doesn't pay will pay you this secure. So for these guys, it's a great opportunity to become a bank, just like that, and not only become a bank, but earn money while you're helping others. That this is something that is real cool because when you put the money on a bank on a different investment, you are giving the money and you don't know what happens to it. But here with us, you can enter to the app, see who is looking for the money, connect with the history of the person, and help the person to rise. Even so, you can lend the money with zero rates, interest rates, zero. You can do it too, because we believe that there's like two ways of people's like get into the app. The person that wants to get interested and see it as a business, but there is also a lot of people that have the money, want to help, but don't want to just give it away to a foundation or just like give it away. But you, with us, you can lend it with zero rates and help others. And so it's like very good opportunity. And for the other side, I was telling you like there is zero access to credits. So with us, this is opportunity not only to have the credit, but to start reaching or creating your own personal, how do you say, how do you say it? History? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we are giving them the opportunity to create their own credit history and start reaching out more and more credit.
You're doing well. Your English is pretty good so far. So, is there a way to rate and review a lender before you borrow from them? Like, for example, on Binance in Colombia, it's very difficult to deposit and withdraw funds from a crypto exchange and back to like Colombia or something like that because the infrastructure is still growing here. So, a lot of people will use Binance P2P, for example, in order to sell crypto and send the money back to their bank, and they'll do it that way, and it's always worked very well. And there's kind of a rating and review function to see how past transactions have gone with someone that's using P2P before, so that you feel more comfortable. In the same aspect, just comparing apples to apples with GiveMeFive, if there's a lender and there's someone that wants to borrow from that person or borrow some credit or whatever it may be, is there a way to see their history and know if they've made a lot of good loans in the past, or if they've ever decided to change something, or they had a problem, or maybe compare different people within the platform.
Yeah, that's a great question, and this is one of our biggest assets because first of all, right now our app is closed. I mean, you cannot just jump in and get in like anyone can do it. To get to our platform, you have to be referral. Is that referred? Yeah, you have to be referred from someone who is already in. So and you get connected to that person. So this is a huge net that you can, if you are using the platform to lend, you can go see who how do you say who reference him. Yeah. Yeah, who referred that person, and you can see all the comments if he has done well with the payments and everything. So you as I told you, the person is start to building up that history, and you can see it.
Got it. In terms of the referral system that you guys have put in place, do you guys want to keep it that way for the time being? Do you plan on changing that and making it public in the future? Because it reminds me of another app that's really popular, or that was really, really popular in the past year or two, Clubhouse. Whereas you couldn't download the app and just use it, you had to get a referral from someone. And that exclusivity, in a way, actually helped it grow, made it really popular. And then they got a few big names on the platform, and then they grew super fast. And referral programs, sometimes they work really well, like Clubhouse, and sometimes they're really hard pressed to work. Is that something you guys want to stick with and push throughout the length of growing GiveMeFive, or are you going to just open it up at some point? What's the plan with that?
Well, for us, it's very important because of our biggest asset, we have some, but is the community. We call it in Spanish buena paga, buena pagas. That means like, how do you traduce that? You like like payments. Yeah, but person, like good people who pays. Yeah, that's and how's we call it los buena pagas. Yeah. So for us, it's very very important the people. It's not that important how many users we have, but that the users that are using it are good people. So in that way, to keep it close and only the users come by references, it's like very important for us. So I believe that at least for 3 years we will be close, at least, and we will see there. But yeah, it's important to be close at this early stage.
How's the growth been so far? What does your user base look like throughout this process? And have you guys gotten a substantial amount of users that you've been able to, get key metrics and statistics on how it's working?
Well, actually, we are in the latest stage of building up the platform. We have users right now, but in how do you say, like controlled way. We have done a lot of credits, more than 70 credits with our own money and the money with our friends. And we are expecting to go. Well, I cannot say a date because you know how it works with technology. But we are expecting in our program to go out this year. Before this year ends, we have to go out and start opening it with with a commercial strategy. We are looking forward to get a lot of companies to involve and to reference their employees. So that's a hack that we are, a growth hack that we are making. So the referential won't be like a rock in the way.
You mentioned getting companies almost an association or a partnership to have their employees a part of it. What about universities and schools and getting students involved? I could see them really using this.
Sure, sure. That's huge for us because I told you that you can share, you can lend in zero interest, for example, and if you see, you can help students with the payment of the university. With 0 or 1 or 2%, it doesn't matter, but you can help them grow and help them finish their studies. So it's huge for us, universities, church, and foundations that have a lot of members and can bring those members to us. And there is something that we have been looking in the market, and a lot of company owners have this problem with their employees that every month they are asking for money, like for lending money to their employers, and that is not their main business. They don't want to break the relationship, because if you don't pay, so it's going to be a problem. So what we are seeing, that is a great opportunity. Even the company owner bring up the employees and he puts the money through our app. So the guys can get the loans, can solve the problems they got, but the company owner doesn't get involved in like how do you say, like hey, pay me please and everything. So there's a great opportunity there too.
Yeah, I can see so many ways this could help so many different people, whether they're employees for companies or students at universities. Like, it gives them access to these tools that they just don't get through the banks traditionally. So it makes a lot of sense. Is this something that you want to remain exclusive to Colombia, or do you want to expand it out across Latin America one day or into the US? What do those expansion plans look like if you have them?
Well, we believe this solution will work in any Latin America country. I used to believe that it won't work in the States. I used to believe that, but if you see, there is Lending Club in the States. It's one of the top fintech in how do you say, in sellings. They're like huge. But I thought it wouldn't work there, but it seems that it does work. So, but we believe in Latin America. We also believe there is a huge market in South Africa, in Africa, and in India. So for now, we are looking for to put our first rock here, be very good here, and after that we'll see what countries we can go and bring that solution.
Excellent, man. Very excited for you guys. You guys got something really cool going on. Hope that you're able to accomplish all your goals with this and that you're able to help so many people. Because I think at the end of the day, that's one of the biggest things you're doing, is you're helping people in a way that they don't, again, have that access, especially to banking services. So really admire what you're doing. And thank you for taking the time to come on the show and talk more in depth about GiveMeFive and the way you're going about doing it and all the little details. I think it's really cool, man.
Thank you, man, for giving me the opportunity. We actually, before we go, we are in an open, how you say? No, We are raising money. We are raising a little bit of money. It's our first round. So family and friends, it's a small money we need to keep the company running for 1 year, so we can cross the valley of death and start making profit. So if someone is interested in knowing a little bit more, they can write me down to my email. I don't know if you guys can. Yeah, you provide it. Yeah, and yeah, in like you say, like here. Yeah, so I will be able to answer all the questions and see if we can make this happen and make it happen real good and real and have this impact that we are starting to have be huge in Colombia at the first time. There is also something that we are looking for is connecting with the government, because there is a lot. I would love to see. I would love to see in the app stories of people from the farms, people that even don't. I mean, if in the city there is not opportunity, outside in the farm there is like nothing. So it will be great to see stories that comes from people from the mountains, from the ocean, and for us a great opportunity to give them an opportunity to grow, to have their business, to take care of the family. So we are looking forward to have this approach with new government and see how we can collaborate and give this opportunity to the people.
Yeah, there's a lot of great ideas with this. I'm sure others are going to have a lot of ideas too. Do you guys have a community set up, like a Discord or a Telegram or something like that yet? Or are you guys working on it?
Well, we can create it right now.
Yeah, you guys should create it. I'm sure there's a lot of people that would want to kind of share ideas and chat and maybe be a part of a GiveMeFive community. It's a good idea.
Sure. We'll do so after we finish this.
That'll also be right here. Anyway, Santiago, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Anywhere you want people to go, a website for documentation, or where do you want to direct people? Social media? What do you guys have up so far?
Yeah, we have the social media right now that we are gonna give it right here, and we have our website too. It's www.givemefive.app. So you can check that out. And I will love to connect with you guys and collaborate to see how we give the power of the money back to our users or to us. So thank you very much.
What about you? Are you online on social media?
Oh no, no, I don't use it. Not at all. Yeah.
LinkedIn or anything like that?
Oh yeah, LinkedIn. You can find me in LinkedIn. Right here too. Yeah. So thank you very much, Brandon. Nice to having me. Nice to be in your show.
Of course. We'll do it again soon, anytime. Guys, be sure to check out Santiago on LinkedIn. Be sure to check out GiveMeFive. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and see you guys next time.